Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check. Watch before.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Now left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Von Bell up to make the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big run there by Freeman. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Now a first down throw. Luck trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A handoff. It's Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over. At their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Fancy footwork at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, Drake, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down is Locke. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Luck. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. On first down, Luck. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing is Luck. Right side catch. This is Gates. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak it.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Here we go now. 3:19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now it's Rosen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Luck now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Going deep for Benjamin. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Gone!
Here's Rosen to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bobby Rainey now to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Luck on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Love. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Running, it's Drake. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, locked. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Love. This is caught. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They snap it to Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked out by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Rosen. Big hold to the 30. Benjamin with it over the middle. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Here's Locke, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Detroit!
They go play action. It's Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running. The Cardinals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rosen will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
12.
Play action. It's Locke. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Okay, Brady, I see you. You're right. There you go.
They'll fake it. Now Love. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Watkins, the intended receiver. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And just what you want on a first down. Run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hurry!
They'll try the air now with Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now back onto the field comes the Cardinal offense, and they're going to try for 2. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the pitch to Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Foles. And his first throw here is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Foles. But he can't hang on. He had a a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here's Foles. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. He'll look to throw. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for San Francisco, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Arizona, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action